Hi, I'm Joel. Angel's inside, and we're Wyndham's Way, where every mile has a memory. Today we're going to take you a walk-around tour of our 2025 Tiffin XRW. We're going to show you how we use it, how we live in it full time. Angel's going to take you a tour on the inside, and then I'm going to take you a quick tour around the outside and show you how we set up.
Hello, I wanted you to come inside and see my part of the house. Actually, mine and Cookie's part of the house. A lot of people asked us, where do you put your litter box? Where does she have her food, etc., etc.? Well, here it is. She gets the whole cab to herself. Once we've set up, we turn the seats around. We actually put the shades that come with the RV in the windows because it's just too blazing hot without them. And recently, we purchased this blanket that has the rubber backing on it. We got this off of Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description below. We looked at, they do actually make custom dash pads, but they're very expensive. And so for purposes of protecting ours, while Cookie was up there, which she does like to lie up there or lay up there, that's what we ended up doing instead. A lot less expensive. And then if you can look behind the seats here, we keep her litter box on the floorboard on one side. And then on the opposite side is where she has her food and her water. So this is her space, which is fine. The other thing I want to mention is this is a air purifier. It probably needs to be cleaned right now, but just to show you, it does catch a lot of pet hair. So that's one of the reasons we keep this up here to keep the pet hair down. We recently bought these. I had some other car seat covers that I had put on here that were starting to show a lot of wear and tear. We got these at Walmart just the other day, and it actually covers the headrest and then the whole seat. So again, Cookie likes to stay up here, so we want to protect our furniture and such from any scratches or whatnot. She does have her back claws and her teeth, and they work very well. They compensate for the missing front claws. So that's the cab. This is my space up here. This is where I hide everything. That's why we have a curtain. This is actually a sleeping berth, but it has become our stowaway. We put our dirty clothes basket up here, and then any other things that we need to just find someplace to go. This is our attic. Another thing that is coming in very handy is this little folding step stool, and I honestly don't remember where I got this, but it's great. It's perfect because there's a lot of cabinets in here you'll see later on that have some height to them, but this lets me access what I need to. And this little curtain thing, these were some short curtains that came from, I think I got those off of Amazon. I had to hem them. We actually got a tension rod that goes across the top to hold them up there. The other thing that we discovered, we were in Arizona last year in 100+ degree temperature, and it was a task to keep this place cool down. What we ended up doing, if you see, this is one of them, but we also have one stuffed into the, what is that called? The vents. They're insulated on one side, and we use these to go into the vents to keep the heat from penetrating, as well as I had some other curtains that I actually hung across here, which kept the heat in considerably, or the cool in, the heat out, I guess. So you learn to adjust, adapt, and overcome. It's not huge, which is fine because that's less to clean up. But I'll point out some of the features that it has. The sink is a single sink. It's round, but it's also very deep. So it has plenty of room to wash pots and pans in, which is very handy. And then once you need more counter space, you just lay these back in place and you can work a whole counter. This faucet has the pull down. This is a pull down spray faucet, which actually comes in handy as well. We have the daytime, nighttime shades, which we really like. You can actually have full window view, or you pull these down and you have your nighttime. These have the crank out windows, which I use over the cooktop primarily for venting when I'm cooking. And then, as I mentioned before, I have the single burner induction cooktop. And as opposed to a lot of people, I have a full size coffee pot. No Keurigs here, because when I get up in the morning, I want my coffee. I want it then. So I have it brewed and ready to go. Cabinetry, we've got these lift up, and please no judgments on your part of my organization, but this is part of my food pantry. TV here, but we also have cabinets behind here as well. So you need storage. These, I couldn't really figure out what to do with these little nooks, I guess. So I picked up these little baskets to, separate and organize things that we need to grab. I mentioned this in a video before. I wasn't sure what the intent of this glass plate was, other than maybe to keep the steam from the cooktop to penetrate the cabinetry. So I use it for stacking our paper plates and for holding this countertop paper towel holder. Actually, that wasn't my idea. I saw that on Pinterest, if anybody does Pinterest. And then the other thing I want to mention is the dehumidifier, which you know what it's like in the Carolinas, Tennessee, Florida, the South. You're going to have humidity. And this has been just great. I don't think it's actually filled up right now. But yeah, it's got some water in it. So we've been in Tennessee and it's doing its job. And it's small enough that we can just leave it, out of the way. It does have lights on it if you want to get fancy. We typically turn those off. More additional storage under the sink. No judgment. We have storage under the microwave, which is where I keep my pans and pots and pans. Microwave is a convection oven and a microwave. It does not have air fryer, which would be really, really nice, but convection is great because, as you see, you don't have a regular oven anyway. So if you want to do any baking, that's how you do it. And then this area over here, we spend a whole lot of time. These are recliners. And as you see, they go way back. So you can almost make a bed out of these. This is Cookie's favorite riding spot when we're traveling. She likes to get in the recliner and chill.
So actually what the specs say, this RV can sleep 5 people. The way I got it figured is 1 in the berth or the overhead or our attic storage, 2 in the recliners, and then we'll show you the Murphy bed in a minute. And you've seen the Murphy bed in our other videos anyway. So technically it can sleep 5 people. Realistically, I wouldn't sleep on these recliners. And our attic space, which is a sleeper, overhead sleeper, you couldn't hardly get a child in that thing. It's small.
Although I have been up there, it's just to see what it was like. But yes, it's made for children, not adults. Also with the recliners, we have the tabletops that we can show you in a little bit, but these are detachable. You can put them here, There's also a place on the sofa arms that you can use them as well. But this is where we have our meals.
That's our office and our dining room.
Yes. Yes. Have a little more storage here. There's all kinds of nooks and crannies, which certainly comes in handy. The big thing about this RV, actually it's not so big, but it does come with a lot of storage, which you need, a lot of hideaway type of storage, so you don't have it all spread out in the open. You also have cabinets up here over each recliner. Lots of windows. Again, the nighttime, daytime shades. That one doesn't have it, but these two. So you have the daytime. And that's nice to get a little natural light in here, but yet it's not the blazing sun with it. So another thing that we discovered, I don't know if you have problems with fruit flies, if you have fruit out on the countertop, which we sometimes do. Those little teeny tiny gnats that somehow get in here and you don't know where they came from, you don't know how to get rid of them. We found these on Amazon as well. So we found these on Amazon, and they come with a little sticky. I don't want to show you because it's got bugs on it, but trust me, it catches little bugs. I'll show you. It's got a sticky side to it. You just plug it in. Attach it to this. Actually, it swivels. You can plug it more than one way, which I like that as well. And then the light that shows once it's plugged in attracts the bugs. The bugs get on the sticky stuff, and there you go. You get rid of those little gnats. We have one in the bathroom as well, because whatever reason, little bugs like to fly around there. This is our state map. This shows the states that have been in. And these are scratch off. I'm not going to scratch any off right now, but you just scratch it off. And what's neat is you never know what's going to be underneath. But some symbol of that state is underneath where you scratch off. We hope to get more of this done this year. And we saw Bob Tiffin. I don't know if you can see it. We met Bob Tiffin in Red Bay, Alabama, and very nice man. We spoke to him probably, I don't know, at least an hour. It may have been longer. And so he signed our map for us. Happy trails, Bob and Judy Tiffin. Signed our cabinet door. So moving on, I've expanded my kitchen area. Actually, this is part of it. The refrigerator. It's a nice sized refrigerator and freezer. I was pleasantly surprised to see that we had pretty good bit of room. And then we have the cabinetry over here, which is somewhat my pantry. I like to use these little containers. I purchased these, I believe, at Sam's. And they have the lock tops on them. So instead of having all the bulkiness of tins and boxes, and which I do have some of that up here, but it helps to keep things somewhat organized. And then this is our bedroom, kitchen to bedroom. We have more cabinetry here, mostly cleaning supplies. This is our hanging wardrobe. We have drawers here. They're good sized drawers. They're deep. We even have storage behind the TV.
That, for the most part, is for our electronic equipment, my hat storage, and all of our camera accessories.
And then, without taking the bed down, we have the same as you see here in the living room area, the overhead cabinets in the bedroom as well. And then we have a little bit of...
and you can see the bed down in some of our other videos.
So we have a little peekaboo storage here is what I call it. I use a Swiffer in here, which is very convenient because you can dry mop and damp mop with it. And our shoes and such. And then also there is storage under here, which is primarily shoes and things we're not using, more seasonal types of items. So it's not bad. I mean, I'm sure other RVs have more, and we've had RVs with more, but I tell Joel, less is more. So that to me, not having so much you have to keep up with, I kind of like that. Were we going to show them how the tables, let's see. I'm not sure I know how to do this. Does it just slide up?
So this is how the table works. Actually, you can take the tables and put them on the sofa so you can have a workstation either side, or eat supper in the living room. We call this the kitchen dining, or you can eat supper in the living room or lunch or whatever. Get close to the handle. I'll show you how these work. These have pressure sensitive handles, which you can tighten them up with this nut. You just pull that and release it. It comes off. Same with the support for the table, and it just slides up and comes off. And then you can slide it right here onto the sofa the same way. Lock this down. Slide this back on top. You can lock this down, and then you're ready to go at the sofa.
Oh, this is our door.
Wall.
Our wall when we go to bed at night.
It's a privacy curtain if you ever have someone sleeping over here on the recliners, which we don't have company, but it does give you some privacy while you're in the bed.
Cookie thinks it's a wall at night. She won't come into the bedroom. I don't know where she is.
It just slides right back into the cavity there, and then the little door sits on top of it. There you go. It's hidden.
There you go. We were going to, and we'll show you later when we actually break down and set up how this looks because we have a full slide here on the side. And once that's in, we'll show you what kind of room we have to work with.
Not a whole lot, guys, but it's enough to go from the driver's seat to walk through to the potty.
As long as you do this crab walk sideways. This bathroom has a sliding door. Which is very handy because then you don't have this going on and possibility of hitting somebody. So I don't think we'll all fit in here, but we'll give it our best shot. So it's a good sized shower. As you can see, there's plenty of head height. Shower head's tall enough. You got your little shelves over here for your soaps and shampoos and such. One thing that I used when we had a sticks and bricks, and I use now is this daily shower clean. For whatever reason, that's getting hard to find these days, but there's other brands. And you just spray it on after you get a shower. We do squeegee it down, and that way we're not having to clean the shower as much. Then this shower also has not a shower door, but a shower, I don't know what you would call this.
It's a shower door, but it's collapsible. It squeegees itself as you close it. Pretty cool.
And then again, you got the daytime, nighttime shade in the bathroom.
80% privacy and 20% up top. If you want to leave it open, nobody can see in it, but it gives you actual extra natural light.
So step into the bathroom and I'll show you the storage that we have in here. You have overhead storage. And don't ask me why. Somehow, some way, I'm going to find something that's going to give me double the space, because you've got such a tall cabinet, but then not a second shelf. So later on, when I get a solution to this, I'll show you. If you have one, let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. You also have storage underneath the sink. His and hers. Mine's on one side, his is on the other. I have discovered, I don't know if I want to take this out right now. What I primarily do is put all my stuff in one spot, in one of these shoe boxes. So everything I use to get ready in the morning, everything I use to get ready for bed at night is one box. I just pull it out and it's ready to go. You see these little things sitting around on the countertops? We don't have to move them whenever we ride. We have, I can get it up. It's called museum putty. And you just stick it to whatever you want to stay in one place. And it holds it there as you're going down the road. We'll put a link in the description on that as well. We have another one of our gnat catchers in here. And as you can see, there is no tank on the toilet, but I like to keep it fresh. So what I do is I purchase these. This is a Scrubbing Bubbles toilet gel stamp. And again, I'll leave a link in the description where you can shop for it yourself. But once you cleaned your toilet, you just find a smooth spot on there and push the button in, and the stamp comes off and it's ready to stay fresh. And Joel can tell you about our liquefied. Yep.
We've been using Liquify now for, I'm going to say, about half of our journey, about a year and a half or so. We started out with multiple different styles, powders and tablets, and I even made my own concoction from Dawn, Calgon, and Borax. And it worked all right, but it was real messy and it took a lot of time to do it. So then Matt come out with RV toilet treatment. It's an enzyme-based formula that it smells like citrus. Now, it has a predetermined measuring spout. You just squeeze it, it fills this up, and then you just dump that in the toilet and flush water behind it. Now,
squeeze it.
Yeah, go ahead and squeeze it.
And then you just squeeze it, and it pre-measures what you need in your toilet.
Now, it's recommended. We have a 32, I think it's a 32 gallon black tank. So it only takes one fill for our tank. But during hot weather, we use two. When it's 106 degrees, 110 degrees heat index, the black tank has a tendency to smell just a little bit. So we double the dose and we never have a problem. So thanks to Matt at Liquify. I'm going to read you all the specs before going outside and showing you the RV from the outside. It's pretty hot out there today. And so I'm going to do this inside, and then we'll go outside and take a walk around. So this is a 2025 Tiffin XRW. It sits on a Mercedes-Benz 3500 XD dual wheel cutaway chassis. It does have limited outside carry capacity, storage capacity, and I'll show you that in a minute. But it's on the 3500 XD dual wheel cutaway chassis. It has the Mercedes-Benz 2.0 liter V4 turbo. That's very important. It gives it a little bit more pep. It has 208 horsepower. And it is diesel. It comes with active lane keeping assistance, which works good. It actually, if somebody cuts in front of you close, it'll actually automatically slow the vehicle down. It's got a lot of stuff. Mercedes put a lot of stuff in this particular unit. It has the Mercedes-Benz wireless internet access. We don't use that. We have our own internet access. Actually, we use a Starlink, and maybe we'll talk or give a review on the Starlink Mini in the next video. It has a Girard side-mounted powered patio awning, integrated LED lighting, and built-in speakers. And what all that means is that this awning, it has no legs or anything that attaches to the ground. So when you put the awning out, it has wind sensors on it. If it gets too windy or if it rains, it'll automatically come in if you're away from the vehicle. You don't have to worry about that. Also, what it talks about integrated speakers, it has a speaker on the outside, which I'll show you when we get outside. A speaker on each side for your stereo system to work through with LED lighting. Angela showed you the driver's seats. They have swivel bases where you can turn them around, turn them sideways, and use them, you know, for extra seating or whatever. It has the front overhead bunk. We talked about that already. It's 25 foot 8 inches. If you look online, most everyone says it's 26 feet, but technically it's 25 foot 8 inches. It's a nice unit. We're going to show you the storage outside and walk you around and show you what we use for sewer and that type thing. So let's get outside in the heat. So this is the Girard awning. Speakers on the end with LED lighting with the wind sensors. So as we walk around the unit, I'm gonna break my leg on the picnic table. We have an exterior TV. We have a nice 32-inch TV that we'll watch football during football season, and Reacher and some other shows outside, because we're outside people. We're like sitting under the patio.
Show how it swivels.
It actually comes out and swivels where you can turn it either way, just depending on your seating arrangement. Underneath that, we have a first storage bin. This is where we keep our plumbing supplies, dual hoses. We'll talk about that when we get on the working side of the RV. We have our stacking blocks, leveling blocks, and some other stuff underneath it. We keep our sewer slinky up under here. All that stuff stays stowed here. Of course, we always keep a big fan when it's hot. Here we have our AquaGo instant water heater, here, and our Suburban furnace is here. We have storage under here also, the second bay. Of course, we got our slinky stove, tablecloth, lighting. We have our pickleball. The black bag right here's got all of our pickleball accessories in it. And we won't say we play a lot, but we're known to get on the court. We're not going to say we're good, because we're not. As we walk around the RV, this looks like a storage compartment, but it's not. This is where your shower tank, it lives right in here for your gray water. So on the back side, it has a one-piece fiberglass cap, which is really nice. You don't have to worry about any kind of leakage or anything, water getting and intruding on this. LED lighting, tail lights. Of course, we've got our Roadmaster hitch that we use with the Jeep here. 5,000 pound tow capacity. Here's your electrical hookup for the tow. On this side, this is where the black tank and the gray tank handle lives. Pretty self-explanatory. These things right here are pretty cool. We've got these with the sewer hose. We have two Camco 10-foot sewer hoses. We keep two, and the reason we keep two is sometimes you need to get to where you sure hook up that. Most time not, but sometimes you run into that situation where you got to have two 10-foot hoses. These fit into the end of the hose and close it up. So when you actually break down, and I've got a video I'll be coming out with you. Angel talked about it a little while ago about setting up and tearing down. These close up the end of the hose. You flush your hose, you put these in it, and then you can stow it away. Of course, we have the 30 amp smart plug, which this plugs in. It's got a little blue light on it to let you know there's power going in. You pull these two clips together, it comes right out. This is a lot more secure than those that you twist in and wear out after a while. This just plugs in, clicks, and there you're done. 30 amp. Has all your workings for your fresh water, your flush system, your power fill, your dry camping. It tells you how to turn all these switches. It's pretty self-explanatory. City water, winterize, and sanitize. We run two filters, one at the faucet and one here. All the bays have the lights on the inside so you can see work at night. So we have a black hose and we have a blue hose. The black hose is to use with the black tank flush. You don't want to get the two mixed up. Have your two separate hoses. Mark them, two different colors, whatever you can. But you just don't want to use your black hose with your fresh and your fresh with your tank flush out. So that's what we got here. Actually, these are 0G hoses too. I failed to mention that. Now, Camco, we use the Camco Rhino hose. And then I like this. We've been using this now for a year. This sewer connector right here is one size fits all. Some of the campgrounds you get into have no screw-on fittings. So you have to have a black rubber donut to go in there, and then your sewer fitting fits down in there. What I liked about this one is that when you put it in, it's like this. You put it in, it locks in, so it fits everything. So this has been a good upgrade for the upgrade that we did for our sewer system, and it's been working for a year now. It looks a little dirty, but they cut grass out here the other day and threw up all kinds of stuff with weed eater. This is our first line of defense. This filter, the pieces that you see here are the splitter. We have a splitter just for the freshwater side with the blue hose. And then we have a quick connector on the other side for the black hose. So when we do the flush out of the black tank. These things right here, this one's Camco. And I've ordered Camco and I've ordered some other brands, but they'll, for whatever reason, they'll get moisture inside of them. And they'll work good for a while. Then I think I've changed. We've been full-time now 3 years. And I think I've had 3. So about a year's what we get out of them. I don't know if Angela can show you this on the camera or not, but you see these on the bottom of our jack feet. Those are snap pads. And I recommend anybody get snap pads. If you're in a luxury resort and they have really nice areas to park on, they require something underneath that foot that doesn't scar up the parking pad. So the snap pads will do that for you. Plus, it gives you a bigger foot spread on the ground, which makes your leveling better and the stability of the jack a lot better. So this is a look at our 2025 Tiffin setup. The drivability of this unit is superb. I'm telling you, it's like driving a big SUV. Easy to park, easy to set up. We really like it. It's not as big as the fifth wheels we had, but I'm telling you, as you get a little age on you, you don't want to battle these big things. A lot of these people like this one next door. You like something a little simpler, easier to drive, not so much stress involved. So that's basically how we use the 2025 Tiffin. Oh yeah, I'll show you one more thing. This is our tow vehicle. The Tiffin will tow 5,000 pounds capacity. So we had her weighed, and with the stuff I'll show you inside, we had her weighed, and she would come out at about 4,700 pounds. So this is what we towed with that Roadmaster hitch. With the limited compartment storage, I carry a few things in the back of the Jeep in plastic tubs. We travel with 6 plastic tubs. I have some tools, hand tools in it, glue, silicone, my cleaning supplies for the RV and the Jeep, some miscellaneous stuff, kitty litter in one, and outdoor stuff in one, and just a bunch of junk in the other one, really.
So if any of the products that you saw in our video today interest you, they're not only for RVs. You can use them in your home as well. But I will leave links in the description below. So check them out. Click on them. Easy shopping.
Thanks for watching today. That's the review of the 2025 Tiffin XRW and the way that Angela and I use it. I hope this answers some of your questions today. It might have brought up more questions. If so, just put them down in the comments. We'll get back to you. But I'm Joel.
And I'm Angela.
We're Wyndham's Way, where every mile has a memory. See you next time.